Hello and welcome back to KarneeKarnay Plays Hearts of Victoria 2, Hearts of Darkness, Colombia. And as some of you eagle-eyed viewers can probably already see, we are back a few parts from our last save. Now, the reason for this is twofold. First of all, I didn't save. You save a lot. And secondly, I ended up going through a bit of a crisis where I filmed about an hour's of footage, and then for some reason it just won't load into my video editor, and oh my god, I was so pissed, and I'm apologizing for all this now, guys. You don't deserve it. Okay, so what? It's really sucky as well because awesome shit happened in my last game. Oh, swearing, sorry. Awesome stuff happened, like the Netherlands declared war on me for Johor, this province I'm fighting for right now, and they were allied with Russia. They're still out of Russia back then, and then Russian and Dutch troops with Brazil as their ally attacked me and occupied most of my country, and it was only by the skin of my teeth did the USA and me just barely eke out a white victory. It was crazy. Well, this is one of the problems with loading back over a save, knowing what's happening now. I'm gonna have to increase relations with the Dutch because I don't want to go to war with Russia or them, and I don't have the capacity to do anything about it. So let's get started. We're gonna look at these newspapers. Sometimes you can learn interesting stuff about newspapers, like what research people have completed and stuff. So there we go. Someone's invented fishing vessels. Good for them. I wonder how people fish beforehand. We're gonna close this. Yeah, that's pretty nifty. You can just do that. Who was I doing this to? Just China. Oh yeah. Yeah, I already know that doesn't work out. The USA will not go to war with you. No, go to war with you to take China. So yeah, I lost some stuff, but it's nothing too big. What about here? Is this worth it? I'm pretty sure the USA would go to war with them if I wanted them to. Actually, you know what? We're going to try that. Ooh, it's about 22 though. We're going to wait. Finish off conquest here, and then we'll move on. So, yeah. Let's do that. Whoop. Right, that's Johor gone. Woot. They're out of it. We're going to build this and this. Build some stuff here, as you can probably see. All my dudes are in the red, which is not a good thing. So it's probably a good idea if I started building stuff back home. Honestly, when you're in such a bad situation manpower-wise, it's almost not worth building artillery. I know people will argue with me on that, but considering how artillery is good, but the problem is it fires. I believe the math is it fires slower than. Okay, it takes a turn. It takes 2 turns for the front line. Then you have the support line. They are mixed up of engineers and artillery. Those guys, they can fire whenever they want. Sorry, the support line can only fire. I think it's once for every 2 goes the front line gets. So if you're dealing with a very large army made up of infantry, well, let's say you've got 9,000, an army of 9,000. Your army's got 2 infantry and 1 artillery. The army in front of you is 9,000 as well, and it has 3 infantry. I'm almost tempted to say you will lose the battle just because. Because their infantry can just fire, take turns more than their army will take more turns than you will, and your front line will go, and then your secondary can only fire. Well, it can keep firing at their front line, but it has no defense against the front line firing at it. So you'll lose that trade if you're treating this like an MMORPG or League of Legends. Yay! Look at my economy, it's so beautiful. Don't you love my economy? It's fantastic. It's amazing. Amazing. Oh, that's probably because I'm doing way too much in this. How are we doing? 100, 100, 100. We're looking pretty solid right now. I'm gonna go build something there. And we're gonna build a fortress here. And that'll do us for now. Can't do anything more there anyway. So we're doing pretty well right now, which is nice. What are we doing with... Yeah, we have enough clergymen. We should be trying to get 4 in every region. Let's check. You can just see how much this single province makes up the majority of what's going on. Yeah, we could do some more clergy here. Here. Yeah, we could do some more across the board. So yeah, it's a really good idea to upgrade the clergy. Oh, get people to convert to the clergy. Because they increase literacy and that will increase the amount of people who become craftsmen. Yeah, because I think craftsmen represent the middle class. No, they represent this class. Okay. But you still need to be literate, I think. You also really want is clerks and capitalists, so you will need more literate people. Who got a read, yo? Right, so okay, that's I'm happy enough to try this now. Actually, they're allied with China. What about here? Can I conquer them? No. You could demand some stuff, but it's almost not worth it. Yeah, Siam has got some nice resources, but it's almost not worth the effort at times. Like, well, only because look at this. This is a province region you could take. This is a region, part of a region that they have that you could take. This is another region you could take. But that really limits you because you only get what these. This is the only naval area you could actually take. You can't take this stretch of land, which is kind of dumb, really. But in the popular, well, the POP or PDM or what, I keep forgetting what it's called these days. In that mod, that thing, they are. There we go. Good. Get good. There we go. They have lots more regions, and a few more provinces, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, lots more regions. So like, you could go and you could take this chunk, which makes a lot more sense than having to conquer everything around it before you could take that one place. So yeah. Is it worth it? People, is it worth it? The answer is no. I said it once, I'll say it again. You don't want to touch Mexico unless you're attacking it, as long as you're not taking the US's cause. Look at that. The USA has cause everywhere. You can't attack the USA for that. No, you can't attack Mexico for them because the USA will just take them from you. It's not worth it. That's it. Once again, the popular demand mod is pretty good because it gives you just no Mexico. It gives you just one war goal you can just add, which will be all the territory that is your cause. So like that, you could in USA you could win this entire, you could win all of this in one war. If you were playing the Sikh Empire and you attacked Britain and you were ready, you could win the whole of India in one war, I believe. So that'd be pretty awesome. Okay, how are we doing? So, money's okay. It's everything else. Where do I really want to go with this? I know I need to increase the amount of money I make, get my literacy, but honestly, my population is so small. I need more population. So how am I going to do that? Well, we can start. We'll start here by doing medicine. Yeah, medicine, industry, commerce, and culture is probably just going to be where we focus in that case, because all of them sort of boost you to great power status and give you the sort of things you're going to need to increase your population. Like, I was playing Austria the other day, and I took all of this and this little part here, and I got like 30 million by the end of, by about 1900 to 30 million around people. It's just crazy. I had more people than Russia in this area. It was fantastic. I was the single biggest power in Europe, except for the UK, which had about 20 million more, but that was here in India. I felt big and beefy. So they're getting luxury goods, which means they're promoting. The problem is they're not promoting because they're capitalists. Which is our problem. Okay, we'll go to war with Mexico because we need the USA on our side. No, we're not going to add any war girls. It's not worth it. Especially if I'm going to be trying to convince the USA to attack here. We will probably have to hold off then on our war. No, let's just move our army here. I don't want to send my fleet around the whole of South America. No, we're going to hold off on the next war, because if I'm going to get USA to do the heavy lifting, might as well get them when they can actually fight. In the meantime, I don't want to go to war with you. Or with you. So let's increase relations. And stay out of it. There we go, we got a naval base. We're good. So now, we're going to increase that. Now, it should be a lot easier for me to get. See, that's great. Just even that little boost in culture we focused earlier on is fantastic in just clearing out some of these earlier stuffs. That was done in about a year. So, it's great. Oh, El Salvador's at war with them. It's not worth it. I'm just going to let the USA have this. I don't think Mexico will go as south as me. In the last time, in the part where I got taken away from me rudely, I ended up going to Mexico. Ended up occupying the whole of the United States of Central America, which was just hilarious because the whole of the northern part up to about here. So Mexico City was gone. Oh no, it was Mexico City was saved, which is completely taken. And I was just sitting there going, Mexico, what are you doing, man? Pull your shit back. Let's look at some of these papers. Portugal's going to war with the Sultanate. It's always predictable, so, you know, fairly standard. Things don't tend to get weird till about the 1860s onwards. Like, you do... This is not too weird. The reason why 1860s onwards things get weird is because a lot of stuff starts to happen. We get a lot of events in Central Europe to simulate, like, the Balkan Crisis, the Crimean War, the North Germany Confederation forming and then becoming the becoming Germany. It's a lot of stuff starts to happen, and that usually leads to some crazy sort of maps here. But for the rest of the world, things stay relatively similar, except when the great powers decide they want to start attacking things. But if I can clear house here relatively early on, I'll actually have quite a good power base for future conquests. Yes, benevolence. We are increasing our relations with you. Because we don't want to get killed. We don't want to die. That war was scary. Like, I know I'm repeating myself here, but just Russian troops and Dutch troops landing all over this place. It was terrifying. I didn't like it, none of the slightest. They need to stay out. So yeah, Mexico's pretty much lost this war. They've got no troops. They lost pretty harsh. Quiet Mexican Texas, blah, blah, blah. Mexico, if I was the player, I'd just give them what they want at this point. Like, I've lost so badly that it's only going to be a matter of time. They're welcome to this place. They're fine. I'm not bothered in the slightest by them. So look, already 100. Fantastic. Amazing. Let's move out there. We'll combine and make a huge army. The army the likes of Europe and Asia have never seen before. Actually, it's one of the smaller armies in Asia, probably. Just with a bunch of South Americans. Okay, medicine is almost done. As you can see, it's taking a bit longer now for me to finish stuff, and I'm gonna have to do some more culture research. Do I want to rush prestige? No, I want to bring the rest of this stuff sort of up. This I can just leave. There's only a few inventions that come here, and they are useful, but they're not dramatically useful or vitally important. Like this is pretty much the best. Radios and stuff, they're okay. I've never been huge, never seen a huge need for them. Am I still justifying a CB? No, so I've had it for a while. I didn't even notice. What? I didn't even justify one? I didn't even realize. Or I did and I didn't even notice. We'll get paid for that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna justify conquest now. The key is to do this early because yeah, wow. Jeez. Yeah, the key is to doing these things early because at least if you're going to work with Dynam, because France will make a move relatively quick in that area. Just checking my population stats. Not relatively early, about 1860s, 70s onward, they will start expanding. So you've got to sort of move quickly in that region. That's nicely going up. The Vietnamese menace. They are a menace to our society. Do you want to build some more ships? I'm going to build more ships. I'm going to build that. And we're going to build some more transports. There we go. We're going to increase taxes a bit. The middle class are far too rich. That's their problem. Literally, nobody escapes from a... Oh, I prefer... Sorry, it's just usually in the pop mod, it says nobody escapes Azazel's toll. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So yeah, prestige, 0.010% increase in prestige every, well, just a plus till 1935 is great. Just worth it a note, if you have something like this, gives you this sort of prestige increase, you can and will lose it if you give into a revolt. Usually it's almost not even worth paying attention to those. Because, oh yeah, so the war ends, as I already mentioned. Mexico, love me. No, Netherlands, love me, love me, love me, love me. Saying that you love me, fool me, go on and fool me. I'll be quiet now. Brazil, it's like the perfect storm. They're all aligning together against me. I don't want them doing that. Oh, missionaries. Damn you, missionaries. Really, okay, when this game first came out, there were loads of cheats and stuff for making your units badass. But the reason you did it, well, badass if you were an uncivilized nation, but the reason you did this if you were uncivilized is because for the longest time, your troops are utter garbage. Complete garbage. Oh, come on. Why not? I literally don't know why they wouldn't do it. They've totally screwed me over now if they don't. I don't. Nah. God damn it, that sucks. So I've just taken this big CB hit for nothing. Fantastic. So how am I going to do this? They have got a fleet. Well, that's the game we play, people. I'm tempted to resign and go back. What's my last one? Yeah, I'm going to resign and go back because screw that. Oh no, sorry, my phone going off. Like, how I took pretty much the biggest hit you can take for generating a CB against a nation, and now I've just realised it's all been worth for nothing. We'll close that again. Well, do I still have it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to go back again. Call me what you like, guys, but that sucks, and you know, I don't understand why the USA wouldn't want to help me in this scenario. I know a while ago that's how you used to play the game. You used to be a total dick, essentially, to the AI by allying with a great power and then getting them to fight your wars. But hey, if I'm already allied, because they made that way harder now. It's way harder to ally with a great power when you're not a great power yourself. So this completely sucks. Major ass. There's okay, people. We'll carry on. Alright. What's going on here? Nope, we're not going to play with them. The British are coming. Where's a good target? I want a good target now. Yeah. Okay. Brunei, you're up next. You're sort of like a late game goal for me, but because you're kind of worthless early on. But you know what? I'll take you now. Save myself some trouble in the future. But yeah, that sucks. At some point, I will go off to Java from the Dutch because I kind of need it if I'm going to build a South American, a Pacific empire. It's kind of what you do. So yeah, look at that. I'm just really unlucky with these rolls. Jeez, I haven't had these ones so bad in a long time. You know? There are no gods. So this is what scares me. Well, first of all, you guys can go off. So at least the Dutch are making a bit more sense about it this time round. Because last time they just declared war on me in the weirdest way. So they wanted this. They didn't even put their troops here. They wanted my territory, but they weren't prepared to actually land troops in my territory to take it, except for in Colombia. And you know what? I probably should have given it to them, except that the USA sort of fighting my corner made it so I could do whatever the hell I want, really. Alright, douche. You're mine now. I'm going to try and finish this real quick by landing troops straight in Brunei's capital and taking out their small garrison. My phone's just going off. Apologies. I don't know what's going on. Oh, god damn it. Someone wants me to play Candy Crush. No! Oh my god, I just reminded myself of Expendables 3. A lot of people hated on that movie recently. I have no idea why. Well, okay, I, for one, am a huge enemy of whenever their movies tend to do this thing where, oh, we need to make it a 13 so we can appeal to a larger audience. But no, that's not what we want. That's not what anyone wants. No one wants a 13. Yeah, I haven't lost a dude yet. A 13 movie. Nobody. Nobody wants that from an action film. It's just wrong. I mean, yeah, it was dumb. Okay. Action movies by themselves are inherently dumb. Well, for the most part, some of them are actually quite interesting. Like if you ever get a chance to see Collateral, I would definitely recommend that. It's one of my favorite films of all time. It's fantastic. Yeah, we'll get this. Yeah, it's just one of my favorite films, and I don't. Yeah, we're going to do that again. I keep instructing myself. I'm so sorry, but this is what happens when you play on this sort of speed. I've tried in the past to play on the slow speed, but I get so bored. It kind of kills me. Because if I'm going to micromanage, at least I want to do it in some sort of speedy sense. Otherwise, you can take months to finish a game. Like I started that Austria game about Monday. I've only just reached the 1900s. Yes, there we go. Might as well build something in the capital. There we go. Doosh. Move you back. Move you back, Jack. Increase the money we're making there. So as you can see, we are sort of setting ourselves up nicely in the Pacific right now. I suppose the next place for me to go is to check Bali. They're not that worth. They are not. They're not really that worth much right now. But How much should I waste? How much should I got left? I'm gonna give it a go. The only other people I'm thinking of going to war with is Portugal, just for this. It's not worth a lot, but I mean, look, they're protected by Spain, but Spain's only real threat to me is that navy they've got sitting around somewhere. And I know they've got one in the Pacific. I know they do. It's just a pain finding it and dodging it. In fact, if I could, I'd take the Philippines from them. No, what am I doing? We're not going to send you off with you. We are, in fact, going to justify a war. The United Central States of America want to be allies? Sure. Why not? This is opposed to my earlier games where I was screaming in frustration. Anyway, so The Expendables 3. I really liked it, but I got to agree with Chris Schmuckman on this. Schmuckman? Anyway, he does the Helocity reviews, and oh man, those are funny. Watch them if you get the chance. And I got to agree with him. Like, it's dumb fun, but it has the potential to be so much more. Like, there's one scene, I've already got it, okay. There's one scene, just one in particular, I can think of, where Mel Gibson is the villain, spoilers, Mel Gibson, and he's locked in a truck. Definite spoilers, by the way. I'm telling you all now, spoilers. He's locked in this truck, and he's speaking to Sylvester Stallone's character, Barney, and it's just, oh my god, it's fantastic. I love it. And I just wish we got more stuff like this, because Mel Gibson is a fantastic actor. I mean, socially he's a bit mad, as we all know. He's a fantastic actor. Boom. So, bam, I'm good. And just the tension was so good. I loved it. I just wish the rest of the movie was like that. And there are some corny parts in this where you know they're just doing parodies of stuff for the audience and people in the know. Like there are just parts. There's a part towards the end where Arnie just yells at people, going, "Go, get to the chopper!" And like I was in hysterics, but even I was going, maybe, just maybe, you guys give it a break. It's okay to have inside jokes, but how about giving us an actually good and interesting story? Like, the first one wasn't bad. It certainly wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. Okay, I keep forgetting I got to increase relations here. I don't want to get them annoyed at me. So that was a good war. I didn't really lose that game much infamy. It's just, Jesus! You can tell what their plans are. Look at that. That's a good chunk of their entire armies just sitting over here. And I definitely do not have the troops to fight that war. Like, if they just checked it, or made it just a bit more mature in certain places, and actually tried treating their audience not with just as if we were kids who were just secretly giggling behind the studio, or just laughing at some mere thought things. No, they treat us like adults. They get just a huge amount of it more. Just huge following. Like, don't treat us like Die Hard 4 treated us, though. No, sorry, not Die Hard 4, Die Hard 5. Die Hard 4 is, in my mind, it's a terrible movie, but its only saving grace being that it's not Die Hard 5. And Die Hard